Hello, hello. This is the one and only God Johnny, also known as Coach Johnny, and you're with 5D Transformations. And I just wanted to do a quick video, and this one is going to be on how to use introverted feeling. So introverted feeling, man, is a major function. It's such a powerful function, and it really encompasses the depth of feeling. I did a video on how to use extroverted feeling, and extroverted feeling is more so about how they feel and you responding to that and figuring out how you feel because you're connecting with how they feel. You know what I mean? Or you're focused on the sensitivity of the environment and putting your attention on making sure everybody feels the right way. And that's where your energy is going. Introverted feeling isn't worried about all that. Introverted feeling is worried about how it feels relative to the environment. So if you want to tap into introverted feeling, first of all, you have to sit there and wonder, like, how do I feel? And for a lot of people, that's going to be hard because they're like, well, I don't know how I feel. But the only reason why you don't know how you feel is because you haven't sat with yourself long enough. You haven't sat with those emotions because every emotion is pointing you to something, you know? So start with the basics. Like, do I feel good or do I feel bad right now? Just simple as that. Like, do I feel upbeat or do I feel kind of slow and sluggish, you know? Like, that's you beginning to tap into introverted feeling, you know? Introverted feeling is all about emotional intelligence from a place of empathy. It's all about, like, I know how they feel because I know how I would feel if I was in that situation. And some people might be like, well, how are you going to know how you would feel in that situation? You're not them. But what introverted feeling touches on, it's the core center of all emotion. And if we all are human beings, we all share the spectrum of these core emotions. So if you look at it, if someone's parents pass away, unfortunately, there's a core feeling that we're all gonna have regardless. Like, we can only feel so different, you know? Like, if someone becomes successful and achieves their dreams, like, there's a feeling associated with that most people would feel. You know what I mean? And that's what you're tapping into, and that's the intelligence of introverted feeling. Introverted feeling is the depth. It's like the subconscious of feeling. It's like the inner depth. It's like the deep part of the ocean. Like, I look at it like, if you look at a iceberg, you know, you see the iceberg at the top, and that's everybody's extroverted feeling. You know, people are at work presenting a certain personality, a certain persona, looking together, looking smart and everything. But everyone has this core feelings of stress, of worry, of anxiety, of pressure. Like, those are the deeper emotions. So you'll notice introverted feelers have a lot of the time they have a lot more kindness and patience for people. And a lot of that is because they know the deeper aspects of what people are dealing with. If you look at an INFP or an ENFP or ISFP, like, these people are very kind of like sensitive, and they're more so like nicer, softer people. And you're like, why is it that people who have FI dominant are softer, you know, versus like the ESTP, ISTP, ESTJ, INTJs, ENTJs, like, they're more so like thinking dominant. So it's kind of like, who cares how we feel? Like, you got to go to work, you got to do this. But an introverted feeler might be like, you know, I understand why you didn't want to go to work today. You know, I don't feel like that either sometimes. But, you know, it's something that we have to do. But it's like, I feel you. Like, anytime somebody says, yeah, I feel you. You know what I mean? There's one thing when somebody says, yeah, I get it, or I understand, or I see what you're saying. But when somebody says, I feel you, I feel what you're saying, that's introverted feeling. It's like, I feel you. And that, you know, that's extroverted feeling too, but that's definitely introverted feeling because I understand you because I know how I would feel. Like, as an introverted feeler, I'm not just going to rob somebody. Like, I notice introverted feelers are less known for robbing people than other types with introverted thinking dominant. Because, and it's not like some of them won't. If an introverted feeler is in a space with people that are doing certain habits, yeah, they're going to naturally pick up on those habits out of survival and begin to like suppress that introverted feeling or rationalize using their extroverted thinking, which is connected to introverted feeling. Like, okay, I need to get the money because nobody cared about me or whatever. They'll come up with some logic to make the feeling not as bad. But when you go back to the core of the person, like, they do feel bad because as an introverted feeler, it's like, you know, like, man, how would I feel if I got robbed? So this is where you start to see people with introverted feeling have a certain level of emotional intelligence that other types lack. because they're able to tap into the different little, specific aspects of each emotion. Like, think about it. The longer you pay attention to how you feel, okay, this feeling means that. This little feeling means that. You begin to know a complex web and world of introverted feelings. So you might know, like, okay, somebody might be like, okay, when I feel this way, I feel bad, so I don't want to deal with that. Whereas an introverted feeler might be like, well, when I feel this type of bad, it's because I'm nervous. But if I feel this type of bad, that's just because, I know I can do better. And then there's this other type of feel bad where it's like, okay, you need to leave the environment. Like, it's the sophistication of so many different forms of feeling that communicate so many things, because there's a thought attached with every feeling. So eventually you start realizing your whole inner world of feelings. And then when somebody tries to come off to you in a way that is shady, or they try to do slick stuff, you could tell that something's off because you see how they're feeling about it. Like, you'd be like, somebody might be like, oh my gosh, man, like, you think I could get $5, man? I need money, man. I'm sorry, man. I just been having such a rough time. And you might be like, hold on. Like, based on the people I see that's having a tough time and the way they would feel, they would come off like this. And the way this person's coming off isn't like that. So something's off. Whereas another person might take it at face value. So you start to become sharp and notice, like, these type of things. So how do you use FI? Well, you have to tap into how you feel. You also have to tap into empathy and think about the things you do and begin to put yourself in people's shoes. A big part of introverted feeling is putting yourself in other people's shoes, Another thing about introverted feeling is really valuing how you feel, like, and not just moving forward because that's the right thing to do. Like, one thing I notice introverted thinkers do a lot is they just want to move forward. And they might feel this type of way and might experience this kind of pain. And the way that they get past it is by, like, getting past it, is by moving forward. They don't want to deal with the emotion. A big way to use introverted feeling is to do this right here. When you feel something, I want you to ask yourself, why do I feel that way? Why do I feel that way? Why do I feel this? Why do I feel that? When you feel happy, you might be like, why do I feel happy? When you feel sad, it's like, why do I feel sad right now? Don't just move forward. Like, extroverted thinking and introverted thinking, it can do that. It wants to move forward. But you keep moving forward, and then you don't know why you feel how you feel. Now you're in depression, and you feel sad, and you're depressed, and you don't know why. And that's the mistake you're making, because you're not using introverted feeling. You have to start figuring out why you're feeling the way you're feeling, because once you figure out why you feel that way, now you can change it. Now you can create an effect to feel better. And that's what I'm saying. You have to try to feel better, not just by doing some other stuff to distract yourself. Deal with the feeling and be like, man, why do I feel that way? What's causing that? And you'll get so much insight. So what you'll learn is, if you want to use introverted feeling, when you get a feeling, ask yourself, why am I feeling that way? And listen to what the introverted feeling is telling you. Like, there's a thought associated with every feeling. So there's a reason you're feeling all of these things. Don't just try to take the action. Sit there with it and be like, man, why do I feel this way? And then you might feel whatever again, whatever you're doing your thing. And then 3 hours later, you feel it again. And you're like, why am I feeling this way? And you'll trace it back. And you'll be like, oh, damn, I feel that way because of the thing that happened yesterday with my girlfriend or something. Like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, introverted feeling is linear, and it's introverted, which means it goes linear. It's not like scatter, right? Extroverted feeling is jumping from this person's feeling and then adapting to this feeling at work and then going here. Like, no, introverted feeling is like, okay, I have to carry my feeling with me through work, and then I have to work that and then carry that feeling with me to my car and to my drive and home. So people with introverted feeling are going to try to create things in their day to make them feel good throughout the day while still getting work done. You know what I mean? Because if they sacrifice that and they're not feeling good, they'll realize like that's not good. Like, you can't just sacrifice how you feel. Some types can do it, but it's not good to do that all the time. Sometimes you have to sacrifice how you feel to attain things, but you can only do that so much without really hurting yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we're in a linear way. We want to keep our feelings consistent. And that's how you notice they start to have a lot of emotional control to a degree, but it can go out of whack sometimes, but that's a different story. But like, in most cases, introverted feelers are very strong, and they do hold a space for people because they're trying to keep a consistent feeling flow. They don't want to start arguing with this person, and they can't just get out of an argument and just be like, oh, I'm doing this now, whatever. Left that argument back there. No. It's like, damn, I just got in an argument. So now that leaks into the next thing they do. Now it's like, how am I going to draw, or how am I going to do my work? And I just got in this big argument. Now my energy got thrown off. You know, so they try to keep good situations with everybody. Like, oh yeah, man, like even if they might disagree or might not want to do it, they still try to keep it like peaceful, because they don't want those negative feelings to leak into the next moment, because they're carrying their feelings with them, because they want to keep a consistent track record of feeling a certain way. They might want to listen to good music, then go here and then have a good conversation with this friend, and then work on their business, or, you know, work on their work while they're relaxing. Like, it's like they want to have a flow to life where their feelings can continue to feel rich and like good. And I think that other types sacrifice that. So if you want to use introverted feeling, pay attention to how you feel throughout the day and try to keep your day with a consistent positive feeling instead of letting it scatter from here to there. You want to value having consistent feelings, because that creates emotional strength and emotional consistency. And that's what introverted feeling is about. It's about emotional consistency. And, you know, that's how you don't get out of whack. It's being grounded, you know. You have to be grounded in how you feel. Because if you're not grounded in how you feel, and you're just grounded in what you think, then your feelings are going to be all out of whack. So if you want to use introverted feeling, you have to begin to tap into, how do I feel? You know, why do I feel this type of way? Okay, how can I feel better? Okay, cool. You want to practice keeping a consistent feeling. If people throw you off and they're like talking about something else, or you might be like, okay, but then you get away and you go back to how you feel. You want to find things that keep you with a consistent feeling. You might use good music, good videos. You might like to watch good videos. You might watch YouTube videos with a bunch of people speaking about positive things, you know, and it makes you feel reinvigorated. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what it's about. Like, that's what introverted feeling is about. So if you want to use introverted feeling, these are a few tips you can use to tap into introverted feeling. And I hope this gives you some more insight on introverted feeling. Introverted feeling is the linear way that you feel. And it's really putting yourself in other people's shoes, because you know how you would feel in that situation. So you work to give yourself the best, you know, to give people the best self that you can give them, in hopes that you get that back, because, you know, that's what it's about. And, you know, introverted feeling is such a powerful tool. Introverted feeling is connected to art. You know, think about how you feel and express yourself. You know, I suggest, if you want to tap into introverted feeling, think about how you feel and then draw based on how you feel. It could be a ugly, quote unquote, ugly picture, even though art is art. It's whatever. It's not ugly. Express yourself based on how you feel. You might do poetry. You might do art. You might do coaching. You might do music. You find an outlet to express yourself and how you feel. And what you'll find is that's introverted feeling, because now you're creating from a place of how you feel. And in order to do that, you have to be more aware of how you feel. So it's all about awareness on your feelings and using that to create or express. And that's all part of using introverted feeling. So with that being said, I hope you guys got some good tips from here. You know, make sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It's helping the channel grow. We're trying to continue to grow the channel, man. You know, one video at a time. And, you know, I can't do it without you all. So I appreciate y'all listening. Got a lot of great videos on the way. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to your5dtransformations@gmail.com. Make sure to check out the Patreon. I'm currently updating a bunch of exclusive hidden videos on there. So make sure to check that out. And aside from that, man, make sure to leave a comment, as I mentioned, like, and I appreciate y'all listening, man. We're going to talk soon. Peace.